Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 21, video number 1. Today, we are going to be in our instruction book on pages 192 and 193. So this week, we are going to be talking about word problems with adding and subtracting lengths. So we are going to be using that knowledge that we have gained about understanding word problems, understanding math vocabulary, and how to use it to find lengths of objects. So let's go ahead and get started on page 192. It says, you know how to compare lengths. It says the length of a toy alligator's body is 32 inches. The tail of the alligator is 6 inches shorter than the body. How long is the tail? All right, so let's read that question again because why? It's a word problem. Let's circle important numbers and underline important words. The length of a toy alligator's body is 32 inches. The tail of the alligator is 6 inches shorter than the body. How long is the tail? All right, so let's look at our picture because pictures can help us visualize or see what we're working with. All right, so the body of the alligator is 32 inches. It says the tail is 6 inches shorter than the body. How long is the tail? So look at the lengths that it's given us. It's given us the length of the body. It says it's 32 inches. Look at letter A on 192. What is the length of the alligator's body? How many inches long is the body, Smarties? 32 inches. So let's go ahead and write that for letter A, 32, and make sure to label it. It's not 32 kittens or 32 meters. It's 32 inches. So we're going to write 32 inch. Ooh, there's that suffix es. All right. So we can see that the tail, it's shorter than the body. When we are comparing, what kind of problem are we going to use? Are we going to be adding or subtracting to find the length of the tail? The body is 32 inches, but the tail is 6 inches shorter than the body. Does that mean that the tail is 6 inches long? No, it means it's 6 inches shorter than 32. So for letter B, are we going to add or subtract? We're going to subtract. I will subtract. Why will I subtract? Because the tail is shorter. Because the tail is shorter than the body. Period. All right, so letter C says write an equation to find the length of the tail. So we know we are making a subtraction equation, right? We know that we are going to be taking away to find the length of the tail. What is our whole in this equation? Which of these numbers is going to be the whole? 32, because we know that 32 is the length of the body, 32 inches. And what is the part that we are taking away? Look back at our word problem. What are we taking away? We are taking away 6 inches. Why are we taking away 6 inches, Smarties? Because when we take 6 inches away, we will be able to find the length of the tail. The tail is not 6 inches long, it's 6 inches shorter than the body. All right, so we are subtracting. We are starting with 32 inches. We're taking away 6 inches to find the length of the tail. So we need to solve this problem. Do you know what I'm going to do to solve this problem, Smarties? I'm going to draw a picture. So 32. How many tens are in 32? 3 tens. So 10, 20, 30. And how many ones? 2. Now, let's look at the part that we're taking away. We are taking away 6 ones. Can I take away 6 ones right now? No. Who can help me out to give me some ones to subtract? The tens place. So I go and ask the tens place very nicely, "Dear tens, can I please change a 10 into 10 ones?" And of course they say yes. So we take a 10 and we bust it up into 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 2 ones. So I have 2 tens and 12 ones. Is that still 32? Yes, it is. Now, how many ones am I taking away? 6 ones. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, how many ones do I have left? I have 6 ones and 2 tens. How many inches long is the alligator's tail, Smarties? 26 inches. All right, let's go on to page 193. Now it's saying that we could add lengths to find a total length. It says you can measure the tail. We know that the tail is 26 inches, and we can measure the body. Then we could add to find the total length of the alligator. It says that you could also measure the whole alligator. So we could start at the 0 with the left end of the alligator and measure the entire length. But here's what we're going to do. We can find that answer either way. So let's go ahead and add 26 plus 32 inches. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw a picture again because it's great practice. So 26 is 2 tens and 6 ones, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 32 is 30 plus 2. And when I find that whole, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. And I have 5 tens. So 5 tens and 8 ones is how long? 58 inches. So we could use a measuring tape because look, they used a measuring tape to measure the length of the toy alligator. Or if we already have the lengths of the tail and the body, we can add those lengths to find the total length. All right, and look at this little blurb. It says when you add lengths, the units need to be the same. So if I'm measuring inches, I can't measure inches and centimeters. I have to use the same unit. All right, let's look at the reflect. It says, why does adding the lengths of the parts of the alligator give you the same answer as measuring the whole alligator? Let's read that again. It says, why does adding the lengths of the parts of the alligator give you the same answer as measuring the whole alligator? What do we know about parts? 2 parts do what? They make a whole. So why is it the same answer? Because 2 parts make a whole. So what are we going to say, Smarties? The 2 parts make a whole number. Oh my goodness, look at all this knowledge that we are using from what we have learned, Smarties. We are using strategies that we have been using since the beginning of the school year to help us with measuring. That's so crazy. That shows our growth mindset, right? Because good learners do what? Hard things. All right, Smarties, that is it for today's lesson. Remember, when you are measuring lengths, that you are using the same units of measurement and that you are being precise. I will see you very soon with another video lesson. Happy learning and happy measuring.